Hello and welcome to the Ariman Show. I am your host Ariman Upasni, and this is part one of a 10-part series called Indian Retention League. Basically, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to review each of the 10 teams' retention lists. I'm going to talk about their target players, what players they might get, what will be a suitable 11 for them, and if they use any of the RTM cards to get their old players back. So, without any further delay, let's get straight into it. All right, so starting off the series, the team that we're going to be discussing in part one of the series is none other than the defending champions, Kolkata Knight Riders, whose jersey I am coincidentally wearing today. So we'll be talking about them. We all know they had a phenomenal season last year. They had a phenomenal team with Gautam Gambhir as their mentor. They really sat down and they formed a team which was going to be invincible for a few more seasons at least. But with the mega auctions, some stars are departing, some stars are staying. So it's a team which was just rebuilt, and now they have to rebuild it yet again. So obviously there will be some disappointment amongst the fans and obviously amongst the management as well regarding the retentions. And with some key names missing from the retention list, let's go and take a look at Kolkata's retention list. So the six players Kolkata Knight Riders have gone with are Rinku Singh, Ramandeep Singh, Harshit Rana, Varun Chakrabarti, Sunil Narain, and Andre Russell. Four of these names, absolute no-brainers. Rinku Singh, you are not going to release him. Varun Chakrabarti was one of the highest wicket takers last season, so obviously he's not going to be released either. Sunil Narain and Andre Russell, they have been absolute legends for the team. So again, no-brainers in retaining them. The biggest surprise was Shiraz Iyer wanting to leave the team even after getting a trophy as the captain last season. Another surprise that I think was the absence of Venkatesh Iyer from the retention list. I feel he could have been awarded with a place in the retention as well. He has been spectacular for Kolkata throughout the past 3-4 years. He's batted really well at multiple positions. He's opened for you. He plays in the middle order also whenever you need. He can add an extra pace option as well. So he was a very good all-rounder player that you could have retained instead of probably Ramandeep Singh or Harshit Rana. I do feel Kolkata should have gone with Harshit Rana instead of Ramandeep Singh when it came to uncapped players. Um, Harshit Rana, obviously, as we know, he was really good for the team last season. So they've kind of awarded him with the retention spot. And also, since he is in the squad for the upcoming Border Gavaskar Trophy, Kolkata might have been thinking if he makes the debut during that season and they release him, and during the auctions he goes in as a capped player and they have to pay much more than 4 crores for him. This is a deal. This is a great deal for him, getting him in just 4 crores. Who knows, in the auction he would have gone for probably 6 crores, 7 crores, we don't know. But from Kolkata's point of view, this is a great deal that they've made, getting bet 4 crores. Lastly, as we know, the last retention was Ramandeep Singh. Kind of, we expected this to happen. There was a statement a few days ago that Ramandeep was supported closely by Gambhir, and that Gambhir would kind of make sure that Ramandeep does get a retention contract with KKR. So this was kind of expected, but I believe if Kolkata could have gone with Venkatesh Iyer instead of Ramandeep Singh, that would have been much better for the team. Because at the end of the day, in the mega auction, you can get Ramandeep for less than 4 crores. So maybe Kolkata has overspent when it comes to Ramandeep Singh, but at the end of it, these are your six players, and Kolkata do have a squad to build around them. Going for the top order batsman, I feel two very viable options Kolkata has is KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan. I'll also add a third, that is Rishabh Pant, because all these three are wicket keepers. KL Rahul will be one of their top priority because they do want an explosive batsman at the top of the table who also has leadership experience. So that's a bonus point for him. So he will be one of their top targets. They will be hoping to get him in for around 7 to 8 crores. Um, while Rishabh Pant will be their target, I do feel the chances of him coming to Kolkata would be less, very less, considering that he would be one of the most sought after player at the mega auction, and with a team like Punjab Kings having around 100 crores in the equity, they wouldn't mind spending around 15 to 20 crores on Rishabh Pant, which Kolkata cannot do with equity of 51 crores. So that leaves us with Ishan Kishan, another great batsman, wicket keeper option. Ishan Kishan, he can open as well. So, like I said, in case KL Rahul misses out because of any reason, Ishan Kishan can step in, or Ishan Kishan can be pushed to, I feel, number four, number five, depending upon the situation. But he could also be used as a middle order batsman, and he could be used as a player who comes in at clutch in difficult moments to basically clutch the game for Kolkata, like Rishabh Pant could have been used. So either of two players from the pool of KL Rahul, Ishan Kishan, or Rishabh Pant, two players are must. And I feel most likely KKR will be able to pull KL Rahul and Ishan Kishan, but not Rishabh Pant. Moving on, KKR will be hoping to desperately get Phil Salt because not only was he impressive for them last season, but he's also been impressive for England after that season. If you even look at his recent scores in T20s and ODIs, they are very impressive performances. So I feel Kolkata will definitely go in for him. If by any reason they are not able to go for Phil Salt strictly because of financial constraints, Kolkata will be trying to go for Gurbaz or Quinton de Kock in his place. And I don't need to explain, it is kind of self explanatory because one Gurbaz played for Kolkata last season. He was really good for them. He did play a few good knocks. Quinton de Kock, he has, we've seen him play at his best. You can say that maybe he's not at his best at the moment, but he had a decent campaign during the T20 World Cup. He can keep the wickets. So either of these two players for Kolkata Knight Riders will be a dream, but the number one priority will be Phil Salt. Coming down the order, I feel Kolkata will really be trying to go for Venkatesh Iyer. They will go for Venkatesh Iyer, and they will be hoping to secure him up for a budget of around 5 to 6 crores. Because, like I've explained, he's been a phenomenal player for them, and he's been a pillar for them as well in the past 3 to 4 years. So they will really be trying to get him back into the team, and they would mind spending that amount on him. Now, for that number four or number five position, I feel Kolkata could go for Sikandar Raza, considering that he's a big shot player. He could just come in, hit a few big ones, give a nice 20-30 run cameo in let's say 10-12 balls, and even then, if he's dismissed, he would be a great value addition. And in addition to his explosive batting in the middle, you add his spinning abilities as well. So he would be a good pick for Kolkata. But a better alternative, in my opinion, would be Rachin Ravindra. He will play at a number four position, but he would be much more impressive for Kolkata than Sikandar Raza probably, because even though he had a decent season with CSK in 2024, his performances post IPL have been really good. And if you look at his performances during even the India New Zealand Test series, he's been consistently good for New Zealand. Now, of course, you are comparing Test cricket to T20 cricket. That is two different ball games, but that shows the shots that the man can play, and that shows the potential he has. And I feel Rachin Ravindra would be a much better fit for Kolkata, given again his part-time spin bowling abilities. Moving on to other batsmen that Kolkata could possibly go in for is, I really feel, Rahul Tripathi. He's played for Kolkata for quite some time, uh, and he was let go, I think, a couple of years back. So he could be brought back to play, especially in the middle order, uh, if players are unavailable. Uh, but nevertheless, he would be a value addition and he would be a really good backup to have. And Kolkata, I think, would be happy to spend around 3 crores to 4 crores for Rahul Tripathi, or even less if they are lucky. Another batsman, I feel, two batsmen actually, I feel Kolkata will go in for will be Manish Pandey and Angakrish Raghuvanshi. Both of them did not play a lot of matches last season, but the number of matches that they played, they performed really well. So I think Kolkata would try to go and get them for base price or for a few lakhs above base price if necessary. Kolkata would also try to go in for Krunal Pandya, who is a bowling all rounder, because traditionally Kolkata have been going for a left-handed spin bowling option like Shakib Al Hasan, and now that you do not have Shakib Al Hasan, you would need a good spin bowling all rounder. That is also the reason why I feel Kolkata would go either for Sikandar Raza or Rachin Ravindra, spending around 5 crores, I feel, at max on either of these two players. And also, the reason they could try to go in for Krunal Pandya at around his base price or a few lakhs more than that. But if they are not able to pick up Krunal Pandya, I think Kolkata can really go for Ish Sodhi. He went unsold last season, but that but he is a very good performer, and his performance on Indian tracks have been really great. So Kolkata could get him up as a backup spinner. I don't expect a lot of game time for him. Uh, if you consider their Kolkata's probable 11 with the players that they're getting, but Ish Sodhi could be a good addition. However, I feel they should go for Krunal Pandya more than Ish Sodhi. We also see Prithvi Shaw being released by DC, but it is not really a surprise given the fitness issues he's been having. But Kolkata, being a team that usually gets youngsters and develops them into great talent, could use this as an opportunity to get Prithvi Shaw for around 2 to 3 crores, and help with him with one his fitness issues, and also use him as a great backup. If needed, he can open up for Kolkata at times and he can perform really well. Another player I think Kolkata would be keeping an eye on is Sarfaraz Khan. His performance during the latest India New Zealand Test series was spectacular, meaning he could uh, be one of those players who could be picked up for around 5 to 6 crores, maybe even more. But Kolkata would be definitely considering him as a good option as well. Moving on to another release that was not really a surprise, but I honestly felt he would be retained as Ashwin. He's not the T20 player he once was. And in general, right now, he is not a great T20 player. But what he does have is a great cricketing mind and a great cricketing sense. And Kolkata could easily get him and get him for that one purpose alone. So you could have him help you on field, off field, and given the opportunity, he would also bowl a few good overs, take a few wickets, and who knows, maybe hit a few big runs as well. So he could be another potential player of interest for Kolkata. And if not him, Keshav Maharaj. We've seen the quality of spin that he produces, and I feel if you cannot get Ashwin for whatever reason, I feel he's a player that you should absolutely get. And I think you can get him for around 2 to 3 crores, which really will be a steal deal for Kolkata Knight Riders. So these will be the few players, in my opinion, that Kolkata will be keeping an eye for. And if Kolkata are able to get all of these players, within their purse of 51 crores, that would be great, and that would make a great squad. And you'd still have around 18 or 19 players, but in spite of having just 18 to 19 players, they'll be having a significantly stronger squad. Now, in the chance that Kolkata has had a few steal deals along the way, they've saved money. Probably on KL Rahul or Ishan Kishan or maybe some other player, they still managed to have saved 2 crores or 3 crores or maybe even 1 crore. I do have a few players that they can look to buy if they have some money left in their purse. Now, two batsmen that I have in my mind. One is Abhimanyu Ishwaran. Uh, you know him. He's been added to the Border Gavaskar Trophy squad as well. And so that means as of now, he's an uncapped player. And Kolkata could try to get him for base price or, like I said, 10 to 15 lakhs more than his base price. But yep, he's one player Kolkata could be looking forward to have in case they do have some money left. Another player Kolkata could go in for is Ajinkya Rahane at a base price. I feel his base price will be around 1.5 crores to 2 crores. So if Kolkata do have some money and they still do want a sort of opening batsman, which I really don't think Kolkata would need after having all these players. Uh, but they could still go in for Ajinkya Rahane if they want. However, the chances I feel are very less. Now, there are three other players. One is a batsman and two are bowlers that Kolkata could keep an eye out for. One is Jake Fraser McGurk, played for DC last season, and he was really good for them. So Kolkata could be keeping an eye out for him as well. They could try to get him in, and like always, he would play in the middle order and be a good addition for Kolkata in case they play on flat pitches and they need power hitters. He could be one of the players in the playing 11. Two bowlers that I have in mind is William O'Rourke and Mitchell Santner. Both of them who perform really well in the ongoing India-New Zealand Test series. One is obviously a fast bowler and the other a spinner. Mitchell Santner was in CSK last season, but he wasn't used, I think, to his potential. And given that he's being released, Kolkata, after his recent performances in India and the spinning tracks we have in India, Kolkata could be trying to get Mitchell Santner. So that way you would have a great bowler, but you'll also have a bowling all rounder. After all, Mitchell Santner is a player who can bat as well. We've seen that a few times. So he can play in the middle order for all we know, or be a good supporting bowler to Varun Chakravarti when it comes to the spinning department. These are the players that I feel, like I said, Kolkata will be keeping an eye out for, and these will be the potential targets for Kolkata, according to me. And so, this is also the end of the part one of the 10-part series. I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any more players off the top of your head that Kolkata could try and go for, do list them down in the comment sections, or you can also reach out to me on any of the links given in the description. I hope you like the video. I will be releasing the second part pretty soon. Until, stay healthy, stay safe. Goodbye.